Welcome back, guys. Today we're gonna do another unboxing video, and today we are gonna unbox the newly released Kickstarter game by Stealth &C, which is about Italian human torpedo attacks during the Second World War. This game is developed by David Thompson and Nicola Saggini. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. As usual, anything with David Thompson for me is just an instant buy. As you know, Pavlov's House is one of my favorite solo games. Anyway, it's quite a large box, and I see that we're getting quite a glare here. So we're gonna start by removing the plastic. I don't have my trusted knife with me because I'm in another city working a few hours from home, but I have found a cheese knife, which I think it's a cheese knife, which is gonna aid me in this quest. And I think it's, for me anyway, of all the DVG games I have, it's one of the largest boxes. It's the same size as Sherman Leader, for example. So anyway, this is how it looks on the sides, the top. And then we have the background by Stealth &C, Italian human torpedo attacks during the Second World War. And it shows us some cards and different kind of counters. There's some more cards there. We can see it's a tactical game for 1 to 3 players, but it's a solo game in its spirit. Time to play 30 minutes and complexity is low, ages 14 plus. And there's a bunch of stuff here, and if you want to read that, I'm going to give you a moment now to pause the video, and you can go ahead and read that for yourself. And then you have some more text here. The cards do look nice. As usual, guys, when I do unboxing videos, I will show everything in detail. So first of all, I'm just going to give you an overview of all the stuff that is included, and then for you guys who really want to see everything, I'm going to go ahead and show you each individual card. On the top here we have the rulebook. I have to say, DVG games rulebooks, I do love them. This material of the paper always has a lot of nice play examples, nice color pictures, and this reminds me a lot about the rule books from Pavlov's House and Castle Leader, which have both been very well made and made those games super easy to play. So we have some game examples, love those. Seems like not too many, I mean there's a lot of pages, but there's 28 pages totally. And then there's the introduction and components and so on, so it's not going to be 28 pages of just rules. And then you see it's quite a big font or a big text, so there's not too much to read to make your head spin. And then we have a mission guide, because this game is going to feature some kind of campaign. So then you have the first mission here, which is in Gibraltar. The second mission, which is also in Gibraltar. The third mission. The fourth mission, which is in Alexandria, I believe in Egypt. The fifth mission. The sixth. And the seventh in Algiers. Mission number 8. In Gibraltar again, and then mission number 9. So you can see they go into great detail about which counters to use and so on. I'm very much looking forward to this. And then we have what seems to be a bunch of different boards here. So here we have the Gibraltar board. Again, we have a huge board. This is going to be hard for me to capture when I'm going to do my playthrough videos, but we can see here in the corner we have our turn sequence and operators escaped. We have the harbor here on the map, and then we have our harbor defenses, searchlights, underwater dive teams, patrols and craft response, and patrol and craft response submerged. And then we have patrol craft movement, patrol craft attack, and shore-based mortar and anti-torpedo net. And then down here we have some kind of time frame ranging from midnight to 6 in the morning. So this is just one of the boards. I'm going to try to fold it up now without destroying it. I'll do it later. Then we have one more board here. And it has the same kind of stuff like the other one, you know, with the harbor defenses here and time, but it looks different when it comes to the harbor. I'm just going to go ahead and put the folded out boards over here. And then we have a third board, which is Alexandria. And just like the other one, it has the turn sequence and all that stuff, and harbor defenses. You kind of harbor with fuel storages and floating dry docks and stuff like that. Looks cool. We have some seems like operator cards. We can see our torpedo boat, or whatever you would call this thing. We'll have 3 of them. You can see there's some counters here for which operator you're going to use, breathing gear, wetsuit, repairs, a lot of other stuff. Looks really neat. We have our turn sequence reference card and fault effect reference. I do like these kind of cards, so you don't have to browse the rule book. Then you have the SLC action reference. I don't know what SLC is, but I am guessing that I am going to have to learn. We see that it's some kind of repair and weighted net and other stuff. We have a historic campaign after action report from the different kind of missions. And then we have a custom campaign operator roster. I'm guessing to see which operators are available. And we have a custom campaign after action report as well. And we have a bunch of counters here. Different kind of ships, cargo ships, and named ships, a bunch of other ships, and some just blank counters. And on the back side it looks like that. And a bunch of more counters, more ships, and it looks like that on the back. And more beautiful counters. We got some counters for these torpedo, I don't know what you call them, torpedo bows or whatever you call them. And the counters are quite thick. And I'm not gonna clip them, I never do, I don't have the time. I have barely enough time to learn the games and play the games. We have some nice, I think they're wood counters, or no, well, I'm not sure if they're wood or plastic. I think they're wood. They look like wood. I'm getting a problem with my camera not really focusing. And then we have some dice. And then we have a bunch of cards. And I'm guessing these are the operator cards. And then obviously these are some kind of event cards and so on. And as usual, I am going to give you the cards in detail. But anyway, guys, this is all the stuff that you will get with by Stealth NC. And I gotta say, I am very much looking forward to learning this game and showing you, hopefully showing you how to play. I'm gonna go ahead now and try to get these cards opened with my cheese knife without damaging the cards. Easier said than done. And I am going to show you the cards in detail. Okay, has quite a funny smell to them. Let's see. I'm just going to sort them up. They seem on the back like different kind of cards. So these seem to be operators, and as usual I'll show you in detail, but I'm going to show you a few seconds every card, and then if you want to look in greater detail, just go ahead and pause the video. So the back side, or I mean the front is these guys, and they're also on the back. Well, I guess this is, it says 2 action points, 1 extra surge token. It says 1 action point, 1 extra surge token. I don't know if they're being exhausted or depleted or something. And then we have these guys. One thing that's really cool with all of the games that I've purchased developed by David Thompson is that you can really see the historical background work that he's done on his games. Both Pavlov's House and Castle Litter came with the companion book, and you have the counters with the original photos. Because the way I see these games is I don't only see them as games, but I see them as historical, simulators or simulations. And it's a great fun way to learn about history, and this kind of stuff really adds to that. We have the postman in soldier's uniform, which was successfully backed on Kickstarter. We have Sniper Elite, which was also successfully backed on Kickstarter. And then we have the Undaunted solo expansion coming. So I am eagerly awaiting 3 great games by Mr. David Thompson. And then we have this one, which I haven't even learned to play and played yet, so we're in for a good time. I'll start with the mask. Anyway, those are seems like to be the operator cards. Then we have some, I don't know if these are like generic ones or something like that. All of them they look the same, 2 action points, and it says 1 action point on the back. So perhaps they're generic or meant for you to make your own custom operators with or something like that. I'm guessing these are the... Yes, these are the defenses, the harbor defenses. What beautiful artwork on this game. The artwork on the box and the artwork on the cards is very beautiful. So we have searchlights. I don't have to read them out. You can read all by yourself, I'm sure. And then we have these cards with numbers on them. I don't know how they work. Perhaps they are like an enemy deck or something. We have alert. They look to be all the same. Yeah, they're all alert cards. Okay. I don't know how exactly they differ from each other, because they all say alert with the same graphic, but they have different numbers on the back. We are going to find out in future videos. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open up these larger cards, which are the standard size. And I see now this has this on the side, so you don't have to use a cheese knife to open, or you shouldn't have to use one to open this deck. It's all about finding that. There we go. Oh, almost. I got it. I hope you're enjoying watching me struggle. Let's see. Okay, so they have two different sides, these cards, and there's only 4 of them, which says forward positioning, and they look like that. Kind of scary looking, actually, the graphics. And this is cards front side. Excuse me. And then we have the fold cards, which look like this. There's quite a lot of them. All of them say folds. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the front of each of them. And again, if you want to see the card in detail, just pause the video. I got some really loud movers in this building. They'll be going at it all day long since very early morning. I'm working a night shift tonight. So I have a few hours before it's 2 p.m. here. I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed soon and have a few hours of sleep before going on the night shift at the hospital. And these days it's not so calm any longer. We have a lot to do with everything that's going on. But usually I'm able to, when working night shift, bring a nice rule book, because it's nice and calm and there's a lot of free time, and I can sit and read rules for a few hours. I think everyone thinks I'm insane. But you know, generally people don't get this hobby. What? You're playing board games by yourself? And that's it, guys. Every card by Stealth NC sorry for the pronunciation, but by David Farmson and Nicolas Sagini. Seems like quite a lot for that low price. I think I paid $50 or something like that. So I am looking forward very much to learning this game and doing a few playthrough videos of it. until I'm done with it, with the whole campaign. So do stay tuned, and please, as usual, like the video, give me a comment and subscribe, because it all helps out a lot. And it's nice for me, to keep me motivated making these videos. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon again.